Bo Nix has played extremely well for a rookie quarterback this season, and for a lot of people, that's a tough pill to swallow. As someone who had a true first-round grade on Bo Nix and had him ahead of other quarterbacks like Michael Penix and J.J. McCarthy coming into the 2024 NFL Draft, I had to constantly listen to people say that he's a second-round prospect and he doesn't have the arm, or that he was a product of Oregon's system, he's a one-and-read-and-run quarterback. I was very happy when Denver took him 12th overall in the draft. However, other people didn't believe this was a great idea. Many considered it a reach, and for the first few weeks of the season, they seemed right. Bo Nix was throwing Bo picks, missing open reads, and had very bad pocket footwork, and his stellar accuracy that we saw at Oregon just wasn't showing. Through the first 2 weeks, Bo had 0 touchdown passes and 4 interceptions. Obviously, that's not very good. And one thing that this new NFL community will stand by nowadays is that if you aren't CJ Stroud or Jaden Daniels immediately, you must suck and are a bust. The NFL community needs to become more patient with these rookie quarterbacks. Just because some immediately come out and are great doesn't mean others take time to actually develop. More recent examples of this could be Josh Allen, who looked horrible in his rookie season, Baker Mayfield, who was up and down in Cleveland, looked terrible with Carolina and the Rams, and then Geno Smith, who was given up on until he got one last shot in Seattle. Not all young quarterbacks figure it out immediately. That is why no one should give up on quarterbacks like Bryce Young, Anthony Richardson, Caleb Williams. Hell, I haven't even given up on Will Levis yet. And certainly, Bo Nix shouldn't have been given up on after those 2 weeks. Since starting out for 0 touchdowns and 4 interceptions, Bo Nix has a 14-2 touchdown to interception ratio, beating teams like the Buccaneers and Falcons by a lot and narrowly losing to the then undefeated Kansas City Chiefs. With all due respect to Denver's elite defense, Bo Nix also did help with this. Each week, Nix grows more and more comfortable in the NFL. Coming off his best and most recent performance, he and the Broncos torched the Falcons, where Nix went 28 of 33 for 307, 4 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions in a dominant 38-6 victory. Today, I'm going to dive into what makes Bo Nix good and why he should be Denver's quarterback of the future, and how he silenced all the doubters he had so far. But before we get into it, be sure to like and subscribe for more NFL content. Draft season is coming up, and you will not want to miss it. I'm going to be cranking out videos. Thank you for supporting the channel, and let's get into the film. Bo Nix and Sean Payton do a great job of playing to Bo's strengths. Well, what are Bo's strengths? I believe his strengths are incredible accuracy, ability to not miss layups, and mobility and play extension. There are plenty of plays where Payton gets Nix on the move outside of the pocket, such as design rollouts, boots, that sort of stuff, which Bo Nix executes very well most of the time. It seems Bo finally has his Oregon accuracy back in swing. It seems like every week he has 1 or 2 beautiful passes down the field or in a tight window. Bo is very good at throwing on the run as well, which allows him to extend plays more and make something out of nothing, as his receivers just aren't the best at creating a ton of separation. The ability to not miss layups is very different to what most rookie quarterbacks look like in year 1. Most rookie QBs have those rookie mistakes where they throw downfield and it's picked when the checkdown was open underneath. For Bo Nix, he doesn't make those mistakes nearly as often, which definitely helps out in offense. Say it's 2nd and 10 and a rookie quarterback throws a deep ball into double coverage and it's broken up instead of taking the check down. Now it's 3rd and 10, which is harder to convert. While Bo Nix usually would pass up the deep shot opportunity and take the open check down, which picks up 5 or 6 yards, this puts the team in a 3rd and 5 or 4 situation, which opens up more play calls for Sean Payton. Nix's ability to not miss those layups and take guaranteed yards allows him to put his team in better position. A lot of people thought this was a drawback of Nix coming out of Oregon, that he didn't throw the ball downfield much. The narrative was he is a check down magnet and can't push the ball downfield, which definitely wasn't true, at least through the tape I watched. This has worked well in the NFL, however. He may not have the most impressive stats, but he puts his team in favorable situations, and his depth of target is increasing the more comfortable he gets. In week 1, he had an average of 3.3 passing yards per play. In his most recent game, it was 9.3. This is higher than most quarterbacks like Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, and Joe Burrow, and it's not like this game was an outlier. His depth of target is usually around 7 or 6 yards, which definitely compares well to those other quarterbacks. so his check down magnet status doesn't really hold up anymore. I also wanted to get into some of Bo's best throws he's made to show how he does read defenses and make some spectacular throws downfield. The first one I wanted to highlight was this previous weekend against the Falcons. Bo drives this one over the middle into a tight window and hits Devon Vele perfectly in stride for a huge gain. Looking at the defense, the Falcons are going to be in a cover 6 look here, which means cover 2 to the top and cover 4 to the bottom. The Broncos are going to run 2 goes on the outside and a post up the middle, a great concept to beat cover 2. As Vele gets past the linebackers, Bo winds up to throw, showing some good anticipation of the window. Unfortunately, since this is cover 4, not cover 2 to the bottom, Jesse Bates has a chance to pick this off. Fortunately for Bo Nix, the throw beats Bates to the punch, and Vele leaves Bates in the dust. Bates does this routinely, picking off passes over the middle, but not today, as Bo has perfect timing and accuracy and lands the ball in his hands perfectly, leading to a huge gain. Another one from the Falcons game, Peyton gets Nix on the move on a rollout. Nix hits little Jordan Humphrey for a big touchdown, his 4th on the day. So, like I said, Nix plays these design rollout plays very well because of his athleticism and accuracy on the run. The Falcons are going to send an extra blitzer here, however he gets picked up and is a non-factor. As Nix rolls out, he sees a nice throwing window and Humphrey is about to be open, so he flips his hips and delivers a perfect ball on the move. This isn't the easiest throw in the world, as you have this linebacker who, if Nix is a little late on this throw, can't have a play on the ball. Fortunately, Nix gets rid of it early, allowing Humphrey to catch and run for a big touchdown. There are plenty of plays on Nix's tape showing great downfield accuracy as well, like this deep bomb to Sutton in the Chiefs game. Perfectly in stride, his feet are set, he's calm in the pocket and throws a beautiful ball over Trent McDuffie for the touchdown. Also, this throw all the way back from week 3 when the Broncos crushed the red-hot Buccaneers. Nix throws a beautiful pass to Reynolds up the sideline for a huge gain. The Bucs bring a blitz here, leaving man coverage on the back end. Nix sees this and knows he's got one-on-one to the outside, and he stays calm even though the blitz is coming. Nix keeps his feet set as well here on the throw. You can probably see a pattern here. Whenever Nix is truly calm and comfortable in the pocket, it usually leads to great results. I also in this video wanted to give massive credit to Sean Payton for being a big part of Nix's success. Payton constantly is designing crafty and great plays to set up Nix for success, which allows his players to get open. With this group of receivers and overall offense, Payton has done well to get this offense moving. He found a nice gem deep in the draft in Devon Vele. Courtland Sutton looked great. The offensive line is playing great as well, giving Nix plenty of time to operate. I think the Broncos was a perfect landing spot for Nix to begin his NFL career, and I think Sean Payton has helped Nix with his development tremendously. As much as I love how Bo Nix is playing right now, he still has a long ways to go. The biggest thing is he simply gets flustered in the pocket way too easily, where he kind of runs around in clean pockets for no real reason, and he's got to do a better job of setting his feet. I get he can throw on the run well, but it's not a great habit. Also, it seems Bo kind of struggles in these bigger games. 2 of his more meh performances recently have come against the Ravens and Chiefs. Even though he has finished with a nice stat line versus Kansas City, other than the 2 nice touchdown passes, he didn't generate much. Also, the first few weeks he obviously struggled, so want to see a bit of improvement versus these better teams, but for a rookie quarterback, he's doing just fine. Also, one other thing about his struggles, he does need to do a better job versus pressure. Blitzes can kind of screw with him a little bit. Needs to get a better versus those, but other than that, doing great. So for all the doubters Bo Nix had, he's doing remarkably well, showing great accuracy and playmaking. Nix has the Denver offense rolling quite well compared to the preseason expectations. A big credit to Sean Payton for setting Nix up for success, and also Courtland Sutton is emerging as a good number 1, and Devon Vele looks like a draft steal. Overall, I'm excited to see where this Denver offense goes in the coming weeks, and if Bo Nix leads Denver to the playoffs in year 1, the future looks bright for the Broncos at the QB position after years of failure.